But we finna get into it, man. I'm excited for this episode, bro. I'm excited for this episode because this is episode 35, Trey 5. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know me, y'all know I mess with KD, bro. Y'all know that's my man's. You know what I'm saying, man? It's 100 Grants, my favorite player. Been my favorite player for a cool minute, bro. Like a really long minute. I know he don't wear 35 anymore. You know, he wearing 7 now, but you know, it's still Trey 5, bro. This episode, well, first off, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the Why I'm Geeked show, man. This is episode 35, Trey 5. You know what I'm saying? And this episode is going to be called Follow Directions, bro. And I'll get into, you know, why. Probably how I usually do, like almost at the end of the whole talk. But, you know, that is kind of the theme of, you know, my week almost, it feels like. But first things first, right? Let's get into the news. Alright, y'all, so the news, you know, it's pretty simple this week. You know what I'm saying? It's Venom 2 week. But before I get into all that, first things first, we had a new schedule, bro. So I'm still going to be, you know, streaming the podcast on Mondays, right? But I'm only going to be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stick to that schedule. You know what I'm saying? Follow my own directions because I want to create like a lot more content than I'm actually creating and be able to put it out at like a good pace. You know what I'm saying? And I love streaming, you know, but it takes, I want to, like, I can literally stream every day, right? But I'm trying to develop the show, you know what I'm saying? Whether it has to do with Sensei Tales or, you know, us just playing the game or doing the podcast. I want to develop the stream so much so where, like, every stream, like, boom, bam, bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff is happening. Stuff is going down, you know? And I feel like not only can I create better content if I, you know, put more time into the post-production or pre-production of the show than, you know, what I'm doing now, which is like pretty much like trying to stream every single day. I feel like, you know, not only will have longer streams, but it won't be as hectic because it won't feel like, you know, sometimes when you stream, sometimes I feel like it, like time works different. You know what I'm saying? So that's a long story long just to say that we got a new schedule. You know what I'm saying? At least for streaming. YouTube, we're still uploading pretty much every day. But like I said earlier, man, it's Venom 2 week, bro. I'm super excited. I'm gonna watch Venom 1 at some point before I go see the actual movie. Just because I want to not only just have a refresh, but I want to know what actually was going on because I don't think you necessarily, like from the trailer, it doesn't necessarily look like you need to watch the first one to watch this one. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do it just because I didn't watch the first one, so I need to watch it. You know, just like a whole bunch of stuff I need to watch. But you know, Venom 2 drops this week, so I'm super excited about that. The review will be out sometime probably next week. But we also have some more dates coming out. So Demon Slayer Season 2 drops on December 5th. And, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Demon Slayer. You know, I don't think I've ever really talked about it on my channel like that. But, you know, I want to, like, I started watching it and I stopped, bro. Because, I don't know, it just, something happened. I just never finished it, bro. But it's just one of those things with, you know, how you watch anime. Sometimes you just like for some reason you just end up stopping and you can go back to it. So before December 5th, I'm gonna catch up so that like whenever that comes out, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be on time and just, you know, doing what we need to do. Next up, we got Cowboy Bebop. So Cowboy Bebop had a reveal of the characters for this movie, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. Cowboy Bebop is a classic, and I just hope that they do it justice. Honestly, like, I haven't really. It was like before my time, you know what I'm saying. But I've seen Cowboy Bebop, obviously, you know what I'm saying. But I think that things like this always gonna go like and have a crazy reaction, like at least from the fans, just because of for a lot of people that was probably like their first anime. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like back in the day when it used to come on TV, and I didn't know what I was watching like when it came on, but I seen it before, you know. So like that nostalgia that people have for it, it runs deep and it's strong. So when it comes to them, dropping all these reveals and these trailers and stuff, like it's gonna get heavy criticism, whether it's good or bad, So, but that's one thing that happened. What also started was, I know I don't usually talk about sports that much, but this is kind of going to be not necessarily a sports podcast, but I'm going to add some sports into there because a lot of stuff going down right now, man. So got a first look, bro, at a lot of these new players, new homes. You know what I'm saying? It was NBA Media Day. So we got to see not only what number people are rocking, but just like, you got to hear how the players are feeling going into the season, which a lot of the answers are just, rehearsed things that they say all the time and things like that. But, it's just exciting, bro, because I'm excited for the season to start. So, you got Kyle Lowry, in Miami, and then you got, I can't believe I started with Kyle Lowry, but, you got Lonzo and DeMar DeRozan in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are crazy things that, like, this offseason was crazy in general. You know what I'm saying? And then we're also going to talk about some of the bad things that happened. Well, not necessarily bad, but depending on what side of the fence you lie on, it's, somewhat of a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, of just things you got to deal with, which could be bad for certain fans. But I get that. I'll get to that in, like, my filler arc. But, it's an NBA Media Day. You know what I'm saying? Exciting. They got LaMelo talking about changing his number to 1. You know what I'm saying? That was cool just to see. Like we all had the same thought. Like, especially that Malik Monk is gone now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have got Malik Monk to change his number, bro. He should have did that. So I don't know how near in the future he's gonna be able to change that. Because it's probably been said it. You know what I'm saying? He probably been said it, but it took LeBron a year to change his number to 6. So he might have to wait till his next contract. I don't know. Yeah. So NBA Media Day was dope, and I don't even know how I didn't talk about this first. But we got new graphics, bro. We got new pod graphics. The pod went over and did a makeover, bro. So I'm super excited about how it looks now. Not that it looked bad before, but this just feels more me. You know what I'm saying? This feels like more me, and I'm super geeked about it, literally. And then we're also bringing back a series, bro, and that is Sensei Tales. So if you're not familiar, Sensei Tales is basically like, our highlights from the stream, and I'm bringing it back to YouTube. And initially, before, like, that's all out, like, it went from being my most consistent series to, like, me not doing it at all, because it turned into something that I wasn't necessarily expecting. But now it has a new shape, a new form, which is taking some of the things that we talk about, like, on stream, literally like what I was talking about before, like the literal show we have every time we stream, and chopping that up, and putting it into YouTube video. And I did the branding for it or whatever. I did the designs and stuff for it, and it's gonna be dope. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything to the actual stream to make it cool, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes later on. But that's pretty much it for the news for this week, man. Let's get into the weekly recap. Alright, y'all, so first things first, let's talk about some gaming, bro. Let's talk about it. So, Kenna, or Kana. They pronounce it Kana, but I see Kenna. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna call it Kenna. No disrespect. Bridge to Spirits, right? Bridge of Spirits or whatever, right? So, this game not only looks amazing, the cutscenes look a little bit worse than the actual gameplay. And I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But, I'm enjoying the game so far. We're literally going to play it right after the podcast. And so far, I haven't played enough to give you guys like a whole first impressions of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like once I started playing it, I made a decision to change my streaming schedule, so I haven't played it since. But I played it for a good amount of time. Beat my first boss at least. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the mechanics in that game. It's different, bro. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Am I gonna do it though? Okay, I'm fine. But I really like I really like the mechanics for the game. It's like it's very different in the way that they do it, but it's very familiar to a lot of different games. So, you know, and the more and more I'm playing it, the more I'm learning not only about the world but just how the game works in general. Like, I couldn't figure out, I didn't understand the healing factor until the boss fight. Like, I literally didn't notice it. You know what I'm saying? And once I found out, I was like, oh, dang. So it's not even like the game is difficult, right? Don't get me wrong, but like I was making it way harder on myself because I was basically playing with no heals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't necessarily like comprehend what I was playing in a sense, but you know, we all good now. We all good now. But Kenna is dope so far. That's all I really want to say. Next thing is let's talk some anime. So My Hero Academia. That's pretty much the only show that or anime that I'm looking forward to watching right now, just because, you know, Tokyo Revengers just ended, and everything else is kind of like either I'm way far behind in it or I'm waiting for the next season to drop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be starting some new shows here soon. So if you guys got any recommendations, definitely let me know in the comment sections below. Yeah, Shigaraki versus Denku. So this is not a literal fight that's happened, but it's something that I noticed, or at least I pondered, I guess. So, you know, we've gotten, like, it was My Villains Academy for like the last few weeks. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time we've seen Deku in a minute, right? So, like, Shigaraki is All For One's successor. You know what I'm saying? And Deku is All Might's successor. So, literally, until now, I never really felt like Shigaraki was really like All For One's true successor. Like, not that he's been thrown to the wayside, but it's just like, you know, I felt like he was kind of capped at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Deku continued to grow stronger and stronger, and it felt like Shigaraki was, you know, first he got outsmarted or like finessed. You know what I'm saying? And now we get not only his story arc and his origin story, but, you know what I'm saying, now he has a whole army behind him, and, you know, he's gaining new powers as well through science. But, you know, it started to make me think after watching it. I'm like, yo, like, who is really the better successor at this point? You know what I'm saying? Because Deku has done a lot already, but he has so much more to learn, just with using, you know what I'm saying, the all of this. I think it's like, I don't want to misquote it, I think it's 7, but all his powers, right, that, you know, One For All has, whereas All Might kind of didn't use all of them. I don't know why for him it happened, but, you know what I'm saying, like, we're getting to see him, like, he's kind of basically mastered the Black Whip, which is still a horrible name, bro. I do not condone that name, but that's what they're calling it. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, he making moves, like the work study is working, you know. And the next thing, now he's going to work on All Might's successor, or All Might's predecessor / master, or whatever, quirk, which is like levitation or whatever. So like he gonna be able to float in a sense. I don't know how he's gonna do that. I don't know how he's gonna tap into it, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But it really got me to think. I'm like, yo, like, they both are making moves, but who's better at this point? Like, who would be more proud, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because this man Shigaraki leveled the whole city. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else with him? You know? So it just, I was like, man, if I'm questioning this, I wonder if anybody else is questioning this. You know, so I put the poll out on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, definitely go check that joint out. Well, by the time you're hearing this or watching this, the poll will probably be either just about to end or has already ended. But, you know, if you're here on the stream live, that's why I tell you I gotta tune into the stream, you know, so you can get these exclusives, right? So at this point, Denku is winning, right? Which is expected. You know what I'm saying? It's not no surprise. Ooh, actually, what's going on, team? I know you guys are enjoying the video right now, but I want to let you guys know that not only are we making videos like this every day, Monday through Friday here on YouTube, but we're streaming on Twitch. We're having these conversations. I want to see you guys in the chat so we can talk about all this stuff live, man. We got a dope community over there, and I would love you guys to join. So check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Ginato Sensei. Link is in the description. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the chat. Back to the video. Actually, it's 50-50. Before I looked, it was 75-25, but now it's 50-50, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they tied at this point. But there's like 2 days left, you know, at least 3 days or whatever. But I just think that's like interesting now, because that adds a whole new dynamic to, you know, the rivals that Denku already has in Shoto and Bakugo. You know what I'm saying? So that opens a whole nother element, because they actually did a deep dive on the villains and, you know, the whole war that's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all playing up and leading up to something great, right? So I'm really liking where My Hero is going. I don't know what people are talking about when they said like this season might be a little mid. I don't think it's mid. So far. But that's pretty much it for my anime talk so far, like my recap for the anime, because I haven't really watched that much anime this week. But next, let's talk movies, bro. So as I said on the last pod, bro, Netflix is back. I don't know where they went. Pandemic must stay out. It was Pandemic P for a minute, bro. But Clickbait, I talked about it a little bit on the last episode, but man, I wasn't even like, I couldn't even tell you how not even wrong I was, but just like, because I wasn't wrong. I knew it was dope. You know what I'm saying? But if present me could talk to, you know, past me on the last episode about what I was about to witness, I still don't even think I would have been ready, bro. Because there was just so many, bro, different curveballs that they continue to add to the story, where it's like, I thought I knew what was going on. Like, and this is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a mystery. Like, you try to figure it out. Like, I thought I figured it out like 3 times, bro. 3 times. And I was wrong. I was wrong every single time. And I was like, oh my gosh. Every episode I was like, oh my gosh, this joint is crazy. So, Clickbait is amazing, bro. I gave it an 88 out of 100, because there were still some corny things that they, you know, had to add in it, just for like the times we're in type of thing. But overall, the show was really good. But next up, I gotta watch Squid Game. Everybody's talking about Squid Game, so that's the next thing on my list. There's a lot that they have just released or beginning to release. There's Dear White People I still haven't seen. I don't really like the poster for that right now, but I like the seasons pass. Like, I really like that show. But I also thought it got canceled, so that was a super surprise just to see that. But you know, Netflix has got a lot of stuff that I need to catch up on. So Netflix is back. But then also on the Disney side of things, bro, I just started Agent Carter. So literally, like, sometime this week or maybe the weekend, y'all might get an Agent Carter video. Just like my first impressions of it. Maybe, I don't know, because it's old, right? It's old. So you guys might just hear about it on the podcast. That's probably what I'll end up doing. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, it's not really that relevant right now. But I just didn't realize they had 2 seasons. You know? And they probably could make a 3rd because it's based in the past. But, you know, so far, I like it, bro. I like it. I meant to start it, like, you know, after I seen the What If episode, because I didn't realize what it was about. Like, I always had seen it on there, but it just never clicked. So I'm excited about that one. And then, lastly, is some YouTube stuff. So recently, over the last week, which is one of the reasons why I haven't really watched anything, is because I've been watching like a lot of like debate videos. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's political or social or whatever, like I just been going ham. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm super invested or super interested in what they're talking about, but it just helps me focus. Like, whether I'm working on something or, you know, editing a video, doing some graphic stuff, like just putting that on in the background, it's almost better than having music in the background. Cause like with music, I get lost in the music sometimes. I got to be over here singing, bro. I can't sing either. You know what I'm saying? So that's like bad in both ways. But with the political, like social debate, YouTube verse, it's on Twitch too. But I kind of prefer the YouTube version because it's more condensed and it's less like you're not just walking into like a random part of the talk or whatever. But it's just like a whole bunch of opinions, whether they're good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like whether left or right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you just listen. I just be listening. I don't really be listening, but I be hearing it. And it's hilarious when people get bodied on their topics, because it's like, dang, they say something like, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about right now. I'll be like, dang, I'm like, you don't sound like you do, because I can't factor in what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just here for the entertainment part of it. But that's one thing I didn't like. It's kind of like how D&D and then also like Minecraft in a sense got me, because like I just like long form videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like that aspect, because usually I watch like a lot of art videos, but sometimes it takes people a long time to either they're in the process of creating something or they're waiting on something else. But I just really like long form videos, and I know shorts is the wave right now, TikTok and all that. But whenever I need something to like just zone out on, you know what I'm saying, now I got a new extra thing that I could possibly go to. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. And that's pretty much it for my weekly recap, bro. Let's get into the filler arc, which is like, I don't know how this keeps happening, but I realized like the last few pods, bro, the title and the thumbnail coincide with the filler arc for some reason, bro. I don't know why, but it's just because it's always something random, bruh. It really is always something random, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I can't really explain it. But without further ado, man, let's get into the filler arc. Alright, y'all. So let's start talking about the title, bro. Follow directions, right? And this is not negative. This is not like me coming at people or whatever. You can do what you want to do, right? You can do what you want to do. But recently, you know what I'm saying, like I said earlier with NBA Media Day, there's a whole bunch of talk now about players' availability for next season because they don't have the COVID vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that that's like a super hot topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do whatever you want to do, honestly. Like, I got my joint. I'm straight. I'm straight. Like, you can do what you want to do. I ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But there's talks. There was asking KD, you know what I'm saying, like what they gonna do if Kyrie can't play and stuff like that, and like how he's feeling about it. He's like, bro, like that's my man's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was trying to trade Kyrie because of this. Because like in New York, it's like probably like one of the most strictest cities and states of like what you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying, without a vax card. And it's looking like he might not be able to play any of the home games. You know what I'm saying? Which is something I doubt will happen. I'm sure they'll figure something out before the season starts, but it don't really look too good at this point. And instead of, it seems like it's a thing, bro. Especially when it comes to KD, because they know KD gonna give his real opinion on stuff. And they always know they can get like a good answer out of him. But they asked him about Kyrie, and he's like, well, I'm sitting over like, yo, like what else he's supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to drag his teammate like his man's, like in the dirt. Like, nah, bro. That's not who KD is, bro. That's not who KD is. That's not what he about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a winner. That's what he want to do is win. And they was like, what if they try to trade? Like, KD was like, nah, you're not trading my mans, bro. Because Kyrie had the whole thing. It's like, well, if Brooklyn Nets trade me, I am retiring. And I was like, that's a boss move. I didn't know what it was for. I was just like, why would they try to trade him? Like, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But after finding out it's probably due to, Kyrie not wanting to take the vaccine and stuff like that, like, I was like, okay, I understand, like, where the limit is now. Because they were talking about, like, how different the experience for the players is going to be next season based on if they got the vaccine or if they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have to keep them separate except when on the floor, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But, it's protocol. You know what I'm saying? It's following directions, right? So, that is crazy. But also, like, when you just, like, look at the season, bro, I just want them to play basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just get it, bro. That's all I want to tell Kyrie if I knew him. Like, bro, just get it, bro. I know you don't like it, but just get it, bro. It take like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It take like 2 seconds. And then you good. But I get it, though. I get why you wouldn't want to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, look at what you're sacrificing. But I don't know. That's another topic for another day, bro. But, that's my whole little NBA talk. I figured, like, you know what I'm saying? It's Trey 5 episode, bro. So I got to talk about my man's KD, bro. Because KD going to hold it down. And that's the whole point of what I was trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Pass all the talk, like KD a real one. Yeah. And then also, we're keeping it on sports, bro. But on football side, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about this season, but this season feel like it's really lit. Like, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if we just, like, it's just because the time has passed. You know what I'm saying? Or what? Like, I'm still not watching the full games, but, you know what I'm saying? My Cowboys just whooped up on them Eagles, bro. And that's what we needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we got cheated. We got cheated, bro. We got cheated. Well, not cheated, but, you know what I'm saying? Kicker is horrible. But still, bro, that joke was bad. But now that we beating the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, we're in a better position than if we didn't beat them. You know what I'm saying? Because how the whole division would have looked, or the Eagles is the only one winning, really, that would have been bad. Even though, like, our division's not great anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if we had a better kicker, we'll be really whooping up on people. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole momentum thing is a real thing, bro, especially in football. But yeah, that's my little Cowboys take. But, the last thing that I want to get to, well, the last 2 things, right? It's the title. It's the title of this episode, which is Following Directions, bro. Because, I got all these ideas, right? All these content ideas that I just constantly coming up with. And, at the end of the day, if I don't do the small things, right? And that's basically like following directions. Like, if I don't do the small things, it ain't gonna matter. Like, I literally, like, I made a TikTok, right? It was fire TikTok. It's fire, bro. Because I just went, I ain't go viral, but I just had my most successful TikTok not too long ago. And based on, oops, I ain't hear that. I just opened TikTok. But based on, one of my TikToks, like, doing really good, I was just like, bro, I could put anything on whenever, when I could have just did the research and figured out, like, all the best strategies for TikTok. Like, I got the research, I just got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, that's all you got to do is follow directions. And it's like when I was when I was, I literally had, like, couple things this week. Like I was putting stuff together, and all I gotta do is follow directions. But I just always try to do stuff my own way. Sometimes I just be stubborn. I just be feeling like sometimes I know, like it be the simple things. You know what I'm saying? Like we just do the simple things. Like it's crazy how much further you get. You know, like, and it could be anything, bro, anything. So that's like where I'm getting it from. But it was like that in tandem with, you know what I'm saying, everything going on in the league right now and things like this. It's just like crazy. It's crazy. But that's one thing that I learned this week. Just like try to follow the rest. That don't mean you just do anything anybody say just because they say to do it. But just like, you know, do the little things right. You know what I'm saying? Like do the little things right, bro. And then you'll be surprised, you know what I'm saying, where you end up. You know, because it's right there. Like it's everything's so attainable, bro. I was just talking to my homie Q about this. Like everything is so attainable. You just gotta really like just do it. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it until it pop, and then when it pop, keep doing it again. You know what I'm saying? And then share what you done learn with people. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what this podcast is about. Like I think eventually, like I feel like this podcast, like I was thinking about it the other day, I think that this podcast will always just be like my little journal or like space to talk about like, you know, what's directly happening with like all the stuff that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? From the content that we watch to like what's happening in our kind of world or whatever, or things that we really care about. But I also want to have another podcast where, you know, it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean I'm not gonna ever have guests on this show. I've already had guests on this show, but as it is right now, I'm still figuring out the flow of like, you know, what we really doing. You know what I'm saying? But like I love podcasts, bro. Like, and be able to have conversations with people like about whatever topic. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just like waiting for that opportunity to not just present itself, but like for like, cause I don't want to get into something that only I want to do. Like I don't want to drag people along. You know what I'm saying? Like to do something with me. You know, like until I can prove to them like that it really works, I'm gonna continue doing this, like doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Unless like something else is presented to me where it's like, okay, now we can do this together. You know what I'm saying? But it just ain't happened yet. But you know what I'm saying? But if we keep doing the little things, you know what I'm saying, I really feel like it'll work itself out. But you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got for this episode, man. I think it was a good one. I think it was dope. I think Trey 5 is... I said Trey 5 so much. It just sounds good, bro. It sounds so good. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. This is gonna drop on Wednesday, bro. It drops on Wednesdays on all your favorite platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Pod, Google Pod, all the podcast platforms, whatever you want to see. In the video versions on YouTube, bro. But if you want to catch it live, bro, you gotta tune in to the stream. That's twitch.tv/Ginato Sensei on Monday nights, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's in the wee hours, but it'll be Monday. So that's all I got, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, hit that like button, rate the pod, subscribe. I know what to do. I'm gonna head up out of here. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing. See you going. It's me, boy G. I'm gone. Peace. Dang, I know they like that video, bro. That's crazy. I can't wait to see the comment. Whoa, what are you still doing here? Well, since you're here, you might as well hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because if you didn't, what are we really here for? If you still here at this point, you probably still want to know and talk more about it. So come through on the Twitch stream, man. Twitch.tv/Ginato Sensei. I want to see you in the chat. Let me know you came from YouTube and we could talk about today's video. Discuss anime, movies, films. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Wait, that's still not it? Oh, I know what it is. You was wondering about this drip right here. Well, you can check that out on IG, Growth Apparel. That's Growth Apparel, GRWTH. It's on the screen right now. So go copy you a tee, man. I'm gonna see y'all in chat. I'm gonna see y'all in these comments. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all already know I rocks with you, bro. I'm out of here. You still here? Ah, y'all gang.